whenever you're ready, Rhonda. Okay, as we start into the lots here, we have a pair of litter mates here. Bryce Hinchy's pulling the pigs here, so we thank him for his help. He's got 30-1 here to start with. This would be 30-1 and 30-4. So 30-1 is hooked up here. The pedigree on these two would be out of a boar we call Raise the Bar here at the house. That is a double up back on Set the Curve's mother. And this would be the first crop of pigs out of Raise the Bar. And we're very, very excited about, or I'm very excited about what I see here with these pigs. The dam of these two boar pigs here is actually Pack a Lunch's mother. And this sow's got some age to her. In fact, I lost her after this litter this summer. She's about a 2018 model. And this sow has made the Grand Land of Lincoln Barrow for Boble in 19 at Illinois. Obviously, Pack a Lunch, and she'd be the grand dam of creation. This old sow has done us a very, very good job. So I'm anxious to see what Joe's got to say about these.
Yeah, Brett, thanks for having me. Excited to be here at Beyer's Farms alongside Brett and get a preview, an awesome set of red barras. It's a place I always enjoy coming and looking through them. And what a way to start with this pair of barras that we have out here. It's interesting to hear Brett talk about, just the pedigree on these. And if you know anything about his program and how they're built and assembled, when you think about, Set the Curve and Pack a Lunch and all that pedigree's done, and then you study in and you look at this pair of barras, wow. It all makes sense of how it's blended and how it's put together. This -1 bar is special to me. I mean, when you talk about length and extension and look, just how pieced together he is in terms of his top line, his levelness and length of hip, that's a big square pin bar. I think built incredibly well with an awesome look. I think that's a really, really good pig there to go ahead and start off the discussion with.
Yeah, and I will say, if you might be able to see it on the camera, he's got a little swelling on the left side of his neck that we get in some ileitis vaccine. You might see some. It's always on their left side because I stick them with it on their left. But I think this hog, if you can see it on the screen, has got incredibly big feet. He's got a real big rear ankle. These are round-bodied hogs. From what I can see of these Raise the Bars so far, they are round-bodied with big pin sets and go square to the ground. Both these hogs, I think, have got a real good set and angulation up front to their knee and to their shoulder blade, which I feel like we're getting into a little bit of an issue in the red breed with. But I think this boar pig here is a very good place to start. Now, if Bryce will kind of grab -4 here, this has been the greener one here just until recently. And, man, this hog kind of caught a gear and has got hooked up and bloomed up. And maybe not quite as much just feature maybe right down there in his ankle as the -1 hog, but man, the way this thing's head and neck rises out of his blade and his upper cage and upper pin set, I like this one extremely well as well.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that. Today when you studied them in the pen, but you look at this bear as just stoutness indicators, and then the way his littermate bear there that we just talked about, just his added feature and stoutness. This just looks like a really good feeding type of a red bear. A little greener in terms of his body shape right now relative to the one there we just discussed, but one you can see is on the upward swing and coming, and I think one, again, that's just going to feed into incredible kind. I think his stoutness will continue to come, in my opinion. Again, just squareness of chest and knee, and to have that kind of look with that kind of shoulder blade and that kind of knee set, I think that's tough to do. A really good pair of bears there. I think Raise the Bar is going to be off to a really good start here.
Yep. And just another note here, these would be the biggest pounds-wise that we see, and obviously the oldest litter. I think these feed to San Antonio as heavies, and I think they're hogs that maybe can get to Fort Worth possibly as a light or a middle, but we're trying to target San Antonio here through this sale. So we'll get on to the next two.